emailed me using Facebook Sierra, saying that I was going to host a Facebook Live with Sierra on women empowerment. Okay. I get to the event. There was no event. She had someone record me and they served me with a 3.5 defamation suit, a defamation suit to the sum of $3.5 million. Now, here's where it gets even more messier, which this is already messy. But she sends the video to Mandy at the Joe Budden podcast platform. Mandy is now sending the video around to people. Now I'm getting phone calls from people. So basically now she's using the video to intimidate me, and then she sends me a cease and desist after to basically tell me she'll drop the lawsuit if I, number one, do an apology that she writes, that she approves, and that she will basically publicize, but it has to be the way that she wants it. And number two, I had to pay her an inconvenience fee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the inconvenience fee was, but it was in the thousands. Boom. Okay, cool. Now, me being a regular person, she thought I would not have the money to defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I hired a lawyer to defend myself. So we're filing motions back and forth. She's not winning. Her lawyers are saying things like, "Oh, well, your attorneys are not meeting with us. Your attorneys are not are not complying. You are wasting the court's time by not paying her fee and not apologizing, basically." And this is all lies. We have the court documentation to show that we did everything on time and that we
Mm-hmm.
show that we are complying. But she's lying in court documentation. She's even lying in court documentation saying that the only reason why I have a career is because of her. My I posted my resume the other day, but I've been on multiple networks. By the time I even met Karen, I had already been on 4 networks. I had already hosted the Black Girls Rock red carpet
Mm-hmm.
special.
Mm-hmm.
But in her
So
court
Karen was going to enhance
documents,
what you was doing.
but in her court documents, she says that she not only basically mentored me and basically gave me way to the industry, which she did not. But she also cites something like, "Oh, and she couldn't get into a Spotify party, but I let her in." These are things that she's putting in cease and desist in court documents. Okay, so make a long story short, the only reason why I posted what I posted was because she went live. She went live and started talking, and she went live with the girl that I defended to begin with. The reason why she did that was because we had our hearing that determines whether she even has a case and whether it's worth going to court. So right before the hearing,
Mm-hmm.
our judge, her side, I guess they either asked to amend or I'd have to read what she posted
Mm-hmm.
again, but our judge issued a tentative order. So when a
Hey,
judge
Miss
issues a
Jessica.
tentative order, yes.
Miss
Well,
Jessica,
what was the
look.
order though? Hold
Hold
on,
up,
bro.
wait,
Let me
wait,
handle it.
wait.
Hold on.
Hold
Hold,
on, no,
Wait a
hold on,
second. Wait a
bro.
second.
I'm almost done. I'm
No,
almost done,
hold
and then you
on.
could
Let
kick
me,
me off the
cause
okay.
stage.
conductor, this my lane, cause this
Okay,
shit ain't
okay,
making sense.
bet, bet. Because I was gonna
Because
make a
you
reset for
use the
people that
word like
just came in the
extort
room.
when
Whack.
you in court. You lose
No,
the
I
word
was gonna
like
make a.
extort, but
I
you
was
in
gonna do
court.
a.
Like
I
you
was gonna
can't.
do
She
a.
Oh my
won the court
god.
case.
Let it
Yeah,
Right.
rock
you
She
can't
won
more.
the
do that.
court
That's what
case.
I'm
Let her
trying
Can
to
we
finish.
explain
let
it.
Jesse
One
finish,
mic. Just
please?
let her finish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let her
this shit ain't
finish.
making
Let her
sense,
finish.
bro.
Right. The reason why, and here's the thing, is because a lot of you that are in this room, you're not gonna understand the wording. Even
I
me,
do
like,
though. I
but
do.
no, I'm,
I
I'm
do.
not saying you. I'm not saying you specifically.
And the
I'm
only
saying,
reason why, because you in my niece's room with this shit and you using certain words and terminology. But if somebody extorting you, then tell me you went to court and you filed that in court and
but
then the
that's what I'm
judge
trying to
addressed that.
say to you. I don't
She
know why you're
Because I've
not
she
listening.
Right.
extorted
won. She
motherfuckers before.
won the court case, y'all. She
Yeah,
won the
but it's
court
not
case. So what
extorting
she's
though.
Extortion.
They
saying
don't
right
use
now is
extorting
true.
though.
It
You can't
is when
That's
you're
use
not what
trying
that
to
extortion.
is.
force.
This
When
is
you're
not
trying
One
what
to
that
use.
mic.
is.
You cannot use the word. Let me clear this up because this is serious. You cannot use that term extorting when you went to court for something totally different.
Facts.
That's a very serious allegation. And you in this room. Like I'm protecting this room. Like don't whatever your personal shit is, that's cool. But call a spade a spade. If she did this, let it be known she did that. But don't go
First of
throwing.
all,
Somebody
let me
might
tell
be.
you what the definition. Let me tell you what the definition of extortion
Can't
is,
tell
because
me I'm a fucking extorter.
but
Okay.
I'm telling you the
Shit, what you mean?
definition by dictionary. Okay. So extortion is the practice of obtaining benefit through coercion. So she tried to coerce me. She tried to coerce me into writing an apology by slapping me with a slap suit. That is extortion by
She
definition
served you
of the
paperwork,
court.
right? Did she serve you
Allegedly.
She
paperwork?
served her paperwork for $3.5 million. I'm looking
Okay.
at the court case.
So
It's
now
it's
you
it's
Uh,
respond
valid.
to that paperwork, right? That's not
that
extortion. It's an
what do you
allegation. Like that's
when
not
you try to
extortion.
extortion basically touches on coercion. So if somebody's trying to force you to do something
That's not force. She served you paperwork.
by scaring you with a lawsuit, okay, that's all in within the definition of extortion. So I mean we might have
Nah.
different points of, I mean I'm literally looking at the definition
Here
right
goes
now.
extortion, right? I can
So
talk about it because it's over with.
I
What's
mean,
right,
the
like I'm
fighter out
talking
here?
about
The
it through court.
Oscar De La Hoya. Ho, here goes extortion. Oscar De La Hoya, we got these photos of you in these fishnets, which y'all can go see. It's up now. And all this shit in lipstick and high heels. And we got some video. We need 5 million. Verbally, this how they coming, right?
That's
Ain't no
blackmail.
court, ain't no approaching, no your attorneys. Look, give us this or it's coming out. See, now that's extortion. If somebody serves you paperwork
Blackmail?
saying, hey, I'm filing on you for these fees, and we're gonna hear this in this court in front of this judge, that ain't
Hey,
extortion.
but why you
That
getting
sound
caught
like
up
it
on
is
language?
blackmail.
when it's fake
That
though.
sound
And,
like
A lot of
Somebody
people
blackmail.
it's
okay,
background
fake.
mad
I
somebody
don't
loud.
give a
somebody just
damn if
said
they telling a
blackmail.
lie or not.
One mic, one mic, one mic, one.
I don't care if they lying or not, if it's untrue or not. That is not extortion.
She won the
Well,
court
that is
Consider
case,
up
so
to
blackmail?
according
you.
to the Los Angeles court, she won the court case, so it was
That is up to
extortion.
you.
Okay.
That is up
Yeah,
to
but
you.
No,
according
But
to
listen,
the
if
by
you
the
won the court case, that's
Oh
one
my
thing.
God, here
But
we
the
go.
minute they serving it through the courts, you can't
One
okay,
with the
so
word,
word
please.
okay,
extortion.
so
Let's
you
She
know
got
what?
extorted with a
literally in the
Was
fish.
yeah,
that
court.
let's
word
She
used
let's
in
won the
court?
case
dismiss the
regardless of what
word
Was
the
for
extortion
definition
used
right
in
She
is.
court?
still won.
Sir,
She
she
still won
still
it
won
regardless
this.
of what it
Yeah,
was.
she
Fuck the
still won the
words.
court
What
case, and I
happened?
know
What
that
yeah, it
Nah, I
doesn't
legally
matter
can't
she
be
did
about what
not
the
good.
word
win.
is.
right.
Yo,
She
it's too
still
many
won the
One
dudes
case.
mic,
talking, y'all.
one mic.
So
It's
I
just
know
one word. Please let her
legally it
finish.
may
All right,
not
cool.
match
I'm
up
gonna
to
turn
what
this
Hey,
you
mic
one
the
think,
mic,
but
fuck
one
off.
mic.
We're not
it
attorneys.
may
What
not match
happened
up
with
to
the
our
story?
definition of what extortion is, but legally she won this court case against Karen
That's
Civil,
cool.
and it's pretty serious. And
That's
I'm
cool.
reading the papers right now. It's pretty serious.
I've been
And
sued 100
for her,
times and won. But they didn't
here's
extort me.
But
They
whack, you
here's the
getting
accused
thing.
Yeah,
caught
me.
up
but
on
They
whack, you
language.
can't
filed.
No.
whack. Hold on.
Whack.
Here,
You
The
sir.
can't
Here's
you
where the
can't
government
remove
proved
extortion
apples to
happened. Here's where
oranges,
the
bruh. You
extortion
Man,
can't
come
do that.
happened.
on, man.
Here's
but
where the
whack.
Use a
extortion happened.
different
It
He's
wasn't
saying
word.
just
the,
the
he's saying the
paperwork.
Or
suit
I
was
just don't
frivolous.
like it because whether it's somebody I like or not, I've been the same victim with people over here saying things in conversations and niggas ain't got the heart to step up. Look, I don't care if it's my enemy. Call a spade, but don't
Facts.
Yeah,
accuse them
that's
of
not what
something
this is,
that they
though.
ain't guilty of. That's
That's not
all
what
I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if she
she
won the
got
Hey,
case,
court
then she
papers
got.
and
that's
real
not
rulings.
extortion. Did,
It
did
don't
you
matter
go?
what the word is
It
used for.
don't
Her
Now,
case
what you
matter.
got
mean? Don't
It
matter what the
does
word?
Matter.
matter.
her
It
case
does.
What?
And
got
let's
granted her
change the
case.
What are
word.
you
What
talking
happened?
about? Y'all
Hey
in
Change the
this
yo,
room
word.
saying
one
Karen
mic,
Civil
one mic.
extorted. That is serious.
we
That's
That's
why y'all
didn't.
Yeah,
throwing
serious.
that
she
around
is.
like
According
This
to the
is her
court,
truth, though.
That
It's
ain't no
her
her
truth.
damn
Long, one
truth.
mic,
Okay,
one
one
Nah,
mic,
that ain't
mic.
her truth.
one
One mic.
mic.
That
Y'all
ain't
got it.
either you was extorted or you wasn't. And I'm gonna strongly advise my niece, if anybody come in here
Keita.
accusing a man of rape and rape wasn't used in court, it was some other shit, then you
Not the
shouldn't
same.
support that.
Whack. Keita not
What?
here, but I'm
Rape,
right here.
extortion, all
Keita's
that's the
here.
hey, listen,
Hold on.
did
Keita
look,
here.
Hey,
Keita here.
He's
real
not
quick, y'all.
hearing
Real
did
nothing.
quick.
the word
Real quick.
extortion, did the
One
judge
One
address
mic.
mic, one
Look,
extortion?
mic, one
Hey,
mic.
one mic, one
Did
mic,
the
one
judge
mic,
Jesse,
address
one mic.
Jesse,
extortion?
one mic. I haven't
Just
been in here,
answer that.
Jesse. Hold on. I
Was
have not been in
extortion in the
here. I had to
paperwork?
leave out.
Nice.
I ain't been in here. I had to leave out for a minute. Jesse, have you told your side of the story yet?
She's trying.
I mean, I
She's
was
trying.
trying.
And she in there accusing a girl
Okay,
of
so listen,
extortion,
hold on. Let me
Keita.
finish.
She
I want
accusing a girl
Jesse.
of
I want
extortion.
Jesse. But wait, listen to me, y'all. Jesse,
Man,
I want
hey
you to
Keita, I'm
finish.
gonna say this.
But wait, hold
We don't
on.
look, Keita,
Jesse, I
we
want
don't
you to
support
finish.
nobody lying on nobody, bro.
No,
I
She's
don't even
hold
fuck
on.
with
Let
the
me
not
talk,
Karen
Unc.
Civil.
lying.
Let me
She
talk,
won a
Unc.
court case.
Let me talk. Jesse, I want you to finish what you're saying. And then I'm going to have to send you and a few other people down because Karen Civil is in here and I'm about to bring her up. But for legal purposes, y'all cannot be on the stage together. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
I'm
so I'm
fine
going to
with
let
that.
you finish your story and then you're going to stay at the bottom. I'll bring you back up when Karen is done. But for legal purposes, of course, you know both of y'all cannot be on the stage together.
Right.
Okay, so you can
So,
finish it.
as I was saying, whether you agree with the definition or not, to me, and when I look at the definition, that's what it was. So, make a long story short. So the judge issues a tentative order. So basically, the judge, ahead of the hearing, this is the hearing to determine whether we're going to go to trial, because Karen wants to actually take this to trial because I didn't agree to, say the apology that she wrote for me to do. I didn't agree to pay her inconvenience fee, and then her lawyers also asked that I pay her attorney's fees as well, which were upwards of in the 50s, like in the 50s, probably like $53,000. I am either almost at 30 or over $30,000. I'm waiting for my bill for the month for defending myself. So, ahead of the hearing, if you look at the court order, the judge says that she sides with the defendant, basically stating that there is really there's no case to go to court, like to basically go to trial. Yes, we're going back and forth with the judge and we're filing motions, but unless you can come in this hearing right now in the next hour and give me a case to take to trial, I'm letting you know I'm siding with the defendant. She also cited that my motions were filed on time. That was one thing that her side was holding on to very, very tightly. Her side was holding on to the fact that, oh, Jessie filed her motions late, and that she's not complying, and she like we haven't been able to reach a resolution. And it's like, I mean, I'm not about to be forced to do anything that I should not have to do, especially if I haven't broken any laws here. So at the end of the day, so basically, she gave the tentative order, and now she just welcomes me. She basically welcomes me to file a motion for my lawyer fees. So when you saw Karen post what she posted, she didn't post anything about I think she posted a legal document, but when her legal document doesn't say anything about a court order. It doesn't say a ruling. It doesn't say you were granted. It doesn't say anything in that manner. It's just her side asking for another hearing. And here's the thing: she or anybody else, you can keep prolonging, you can amend. Like, there are ways to keep people in court for as long as you can. And that is something that she called Taxstone in jail and told him that her whole goal for this was to basically drown me out of my money, to keep me in court as long as she could, to drown me out of all my money. So it's either out she would drown me out of all my money, or I would pay her a fee for her to drop the case. So basically, now where we're at is we're waiting for the official order, and we're waiting for the judge to give the okay for me now to file a motion for my court fees. When you file a motion for your court fees, you still have to have hearings for that. So even though we're most likely never going to go to trial over this, it's still not over for me. I still have to file motions, and let's say she comes up with ways to not pay me. I'm going to have to file documentation for that. So all this over me basically saying, what are you known for? What are you known for?
Okay, facts.
So,
It's not your time to
yes.
speak. Facts.
Thank
Mute your mic.
you.
Facts. Thank you. Facts. Go ahead, Justin.
All right. That was
I mean,
Okay, well,
bro,
hold up.
where's
What
Reset
the
the
I
room.
want
extortion
to
at,
thank.
bro?
Hold up. But
Reese.
shut this out, because Jessica has now said her piece. We are now about to remove Jessica from the stage,
I'm about
and
to
we're going to
remove.
bring.
Okay, so this is what's finna happen. I'm finna
Go ahead,
control
Keita.
this. I'm finna remove Jessica. I'm gonna send you down. I'm gonna bring you back up, sis. A couple of y'all are also finna go down because Karen Civil is here. But again, they cannot be on the same stage together or speak together because of the court. I don't want a lot of y'all cutting Karen off. You know, a lot of y'all will stay on the stage, but a lot of y'all will not stay on this stage because it has been a lot of over talking. And of course, her name is in the title. You got to let her speak, right? So
Exactly.
yeah.
All right,
All
And
right,
Keita.
and
so
with Keita, hold up. Nobody say nothing. Hold up. First of all, check it out. Without saying nothing, Keita will begin to remove people from the stage and set the stage to bring current civ up. So Keita, go ahead and begin to do that.
All right,
While she's doing that, I want to welcome you all to the Crenshaw District. If you haven't already, hit that greenhouse at the top. If you haven't already, follow your moderators and those that are speaking.
I got it when it comes to moving people down. I'm
hey,
going to arrange
Yeah,
the stage how I see
Keita,
fit.
leave blue up.
Let me
Leave
all
that's
blue
right,
up.
Keita.
Keita. Keita, it's
Nobody
Lisa.
move nobody from the
No,
stage. This is
nobody
Keita's
touch
process.
nobody.
Yo,
I
Keita, leave
Nobody.
blue up. You hear me?
Okay.
Leave
Okay,
blue up. Leave
Hold on,
blue
hold
up.
on, hold on. Whoever trying to talk, hold up, hold up. Because Wakita is getting this prepared, again, I just want to give y'all a couple of announcements on how this stage is run. Okay? So first of all, this is a one mic rule on this stage, which means when one person is talking, they do not need ad libs. They do not need any back feed or anything that y'all want to say. You feel me? They don't need no response from you while they talking. So please keep your microphone muted at all times. If it becomes unmuted and you say something, you will be moved into the goo, okay? And you will stay there for the remaining of the conversation from this point out, no matter who you are. We will allow Karen Civil to speak when she is brought on stage. Okay? Anything, any questions that you have, please, there is a thing called a notepad in your phone. You can use it while on Clubhouse. Put your comments, your questions, everything in your notepad. So when the time comes for everybody to speak, we will do this popcorn style. Again, when you see one person speaking, please allow them to finish their sentence before you interject. Once they are done, then you can begin to speak. If they are not done speaking, you should not have your mic on muted or speaking, okay? Now, I just want to say again, thank you for joining the Crenshaw District. This is a topic that was formulated and created by the one and only the queen of the Crenshaw District,
Okay,
Miss Keita
Keita, it's
Trotter.
Lisa. No,
Okay, who,
sorry.
who, who are you talking? Who that talking? Somebody tell
Hey,
me who that
hey,
was.
hey, Lisa is
Bro,
helping me with
calm
this.
down, man. Let Keita do
Lisa
her
got
thing.
this. Lisa got this.
Can you please?
This
Thank
is
you, Keita. So look it. She's ready
Lisa,
to come up.
Lisa's my homegirl. We're
Okay,
figuring this out. Hold on, Lisa, I'm clearing out the stage right now, sis.
All right. So yeah,
was
can we get back to?
I'm clearing it out. I'm clearing.
Uh,
What'd you say, Lisa?
no, she's ready to come up. But Jess, if you don't mind, love, going to the audience, please. All right, Keita, I'm gonna have her come in now.
Um, Back channel me which account she's under so I can bring her up.
Jalisa, she said send her the link so she could join.
Yeah. I just texted. She's in now. I just
hey
texted you
Keita.
to account, Keita.
Keita, read your
Hey,
messages,
I
read your
got her.
back
I got
channels,
her. I'm
Keita.
bringing her up right now. I got her. I'm bringing her up right now. Hold on.
Thank you. So please, you guys, again, I'm having her come in here, but if you guys need to let her speak, I know I've been in the room this whole time and I haven't came in because Keita my people, Karen my people as well. But just respectfully, can we just let her talk without you guys? I know you, whatever feelings you have, but just let her talk and then let her get it off. And if she would, if she wants to stay in the room, then we can do that. But please, just let her
Hello?
speak.
Yes, ma'am. She will have her chance to speak. As
Am I
I told
muted? I can't
everybody,
hear anybody.
She's
Hello?
here.
mute your mics. Mute your mics while Karen Silver is speaking. Karen Silver, are you on stage?
Oh yeah, I mean,
How you doing, Miss
I
Karen? Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm not sure who I was just speaking to, but I thought this was a whole dialogue. This is titled for me. What are we talking about first? Are we talking about Joyner Lucas and then we're going into Jessie Woo? Which order would you guys prefer?
Ma'am, whichever order
You
you would
pick,
prefer from the
I would
rules
Karen.
that's
prefer
written.
you to start off with the Nipsey. That's where I want to start from.
I'm sorry, which one did you say?
I want you to start off with the Nipsey.
What about the Nipsey? What's the issue with
So
Nipsey?
this is my thing. And I'm gonna tell you exactly who I am as I'm telling you the issue. My issue with you is
Okay.
right. And I've been telling
Mhm.
people for a long time. You seem like a fraud to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I
Mhm.
understand it was a beautiful thing you put together for Nip, right?
Mhm.
But also, at no point during that whole memorial did you stand up for the fact that there were people involved with Nipsey's career. You didn't stand up for the fact that certain people played a part in Nipsey's career, but you put yourself on a pedestal and you stood on that motherfucker. But the whole time, Big U broke his fucking back to make Nipsey to what he was and was still struggling every day to do it. But you helped X him out of that. And then I was there for the marathon. I don't remember you there for the marathon, Karen. I never seen you during the marathon. I seen you come right before victory lap. So that's my thing. It was a lot of lies and a lot of bullshit. The way that it was said, how Game met him, that was cap. How it said Snoop met him, that was fucking cap. I was there from day one, working with Big U as an assistant, and you weren't there.
Okay.
I don't recall you
So,
ever being there to the end. So my thing is to you, at what
mhm.
point were you ever gonna stand up and say, I helped them put this together, but there's people who actually played a part in this man's career that I'm leaving out of the obituary, that I'm not even
So
allowing to be fucking
is
mentioned at no
she?
goddamn point. And for me as a
Can.
person who was
Mhm.
there through all of
Mhm.
that, where the fuck is the recognition for the people who slept sleepless nights? Where's the recognition for the people who put their money behind it, who put their heart and soul behind it? Where the fuck was that recognition for me? It was too many fucking
Mhm.
lies being told. Too many. It was way too many.
Mhm.
So
All
I
right,
want to know,
Keita.
when were you ever gonna stand up and say, okay, we not gonna do this, or let me correct this shit?
Okay, so Keita, you're talking from a. I'm gonna say this. You're talking from an emotional standpoint.
I'm
I
not
don't
talking
know
No,
emotional.
no, no.
I'm
Nipsey.
talking
No, no,
from
no, no, no,
fact.
no, 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 no,
This is
no,
fact.
no. I let you talk. I let you get it all out and how you're and what you're saying. I said yes. You are talking from an emotional standpoint because you're upset by this. First and foremost, I can never X out anybody who was there before me. When I met Nip in New York at Johnny Shipe's apartment. I did an interview with him. He was on tour. That was the first time I met Nipsey. Then when I went to LA, the first thing I did, instead of doing a regular tour, and I talk about this all the time, I went by his store. Me and him had a combo. At the time when I worked at Beats by Dre, he was working with I forget the DJ's name. It's I forget the DJ's name. Tall white, from LA. That got the building and Nipsey got a mule in front of
Correct.
it.
Yeah.
I forget his name. So at the time, MTV was trying to do a show with me on Cars. Nipsey was supposed to pull up. Whatever happened, it didn't happen with him. Nipsey came by the office. Me and him, I did my civil TV with him and everything else. Nipsey came by the office one day. I said, yo, me and my business partner, Steve, want to speak to you. He said, all right, cool. He pulled up to the office. I said, yo, you're telling me you don't have like management, different things. Me and Steve want to work with you. Nipsey had relationships with you, with Big U. He had relationships with so many different people. I didn't X anybody out. That's not for me to do. Nipsey has relationships with everybody. And let's bring it back to the funeral. When Nipsey died, I stopped working with Nipsey. God rest his dead. I stopped working with Nipsey in 2018. In 2018, before he went to Rock Nation. So Mac died. I was going through my own emotional trauma and time, and falling back from a lot of things. And Rock Nation was handling his business. But then when he passed, I was there at the hospital and everything with everybody else. Because that day I happened to be on Crenshaw because Slutty Vegan was having an event there. And then it was the same time the situation happened with Nipsey, and we all went to the hospital. Let me just finish. We all went to the hospital. Sam reached out to me and said, yo, we're going to have his funeral at Los Angeles Funeral Home. I said, Sam, it's too many people who want to come. He was like, well, this is what they're thinking. I said, it's too many people who want to come. We got to figure out something bigger. So my role in it, I never cut a person out in the funeral. I cannot do that. That is not for me to do, because you know why? There's so many people that Nipsey touched and had love for. So when it was time for even tickets and everything else, I don't have a say where people sit, who came, who did whatever else.
Let me
I
tell you
understand your
something, baby.
feelings. Wait, wait, wait,
Was
Keita,
running
Keita, Keita,
the
Keita,
motherfucking
Keita,
show because I
Keita.
was
Let me,
there.
let me, let me,
I
Keita.
was
Let me
there.
finish. Keita, let me finish. Let me finish. Between Hank, who is his manager, between Hank and Khadijah and Malika and myself, we helped organize and we helped put the whole thing together. When it was time, there were people who were like, who hit me and said, yo, y'all really can't do this online ticket thing because people in the hood, the Wi-Fi, everybody ain't got Wi-Fi, whatever the case may be. I gave a box of the tickets to his family. I said, so y'all can make sure whoever gets it that needs to be there, because there's so many people who are part of his life. That wasn't my decision to make. What I had to worry about was getting the money to pay for certain things, to make sure certain things were handled. I never sit in this direction and say, Karen, 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 I know you was before him. I've never met you. I don't know him personally to say whatever the case may be. Him and Nip had a relationship just like Nip had a relationship with a lot of other people. But for that situation, that was one of the hardest situations I had to deal with, because I was already mourning a friend and I couldn't mourn Nipsey the correct way. I said, at this point, I'm gonna make sure I hold this man down as much as possible. I didn't control tickets when it came to people in the community who I made sure. I said, the Ethiopian, I said, save this side for people who's coming from Eritrea, from DC, which was on the side of the stage. Rock Nation had a list of their talent and everything else. I said, make sure his family and friends are sitting in the front, but it was a collective. When it comes to street politics, I don't involve myself in that. That's something that you speak to his close core about and everything else.
This
So
ain't
I'm
street
sorry you feel.
politics. It's
Wait,
the
wait.
fact that
No,
he
no, no, no,
still,
no, no,
to
no.
this
Wait,
day,
wait,
has
wait,
a
wait,
standing
wait. Let me
contract with
listen.
Big U.S.